All right, Gemini. Something about your neighbors could be important. Maybe you feel like they influenced some type of issue. They caused or they created something or they had some type of say-so and how something is going. Also, make sure you're not creating some type of lie or creating some type of scenario or you're creating some type of routine with people just because. This is going to affect you more than what you think. It's like you're trying to say things with confidence. Or you're trying to help people push forward or look past some type of situation, look past some type of uncertainty or confusion. But at the same time, you're not really giving them the full story or you're not really working with something that's going to tell them about what they should go through emotionally or whatever they should walk away from. There's just something that you're leaving out of the story. Okay? What's going on for Gemini? Or somebody coming towards you, they're going to leave out of the story. This person may be emotionally withdrawn. So make sure you are evaluating it, like, not just based off of somebody's looks or based off of what you know is for you. You also could come across some type of decision and or you're rethinking some type of decision that you made when it comes to a fire sign. Maybe you had a relationship with this person or you guys had some type of relationship or partnership. Maybe there was some type of success to it, but you were emotionally over it. Maybe you felt like you had to walk away and you decided to abandon this and you're just like, I want to move forward with confidence. Maybe you walked into a situation where you're kind of paralyzed by fear at this point in time. You feel like you have to be accountable. It's like, okay, I understand that I made the decision that I made. I understand that I was kind of confused on the choice that I had and or the feelings that I had. I should have took more time to recuperate or think things through. I maybe even should have blocked some thoughts out or blocked some people out so that way you could have some type of success. Great, you're acknowledging that. So now that you acknowledge it, you can surrender this. You can let this bypass you when it comes to your mental because it feels like this is still a burden. This is still something that you feel like is a heavy responsibility on you right now, even if you're holding back on showing it publicly. You also may get some type of truth about an air sign or about someone else. You also may need to tell the truth. Maybe you influence something that caused some type of delay or you cause someone to have some type of mental turmoil. You cause them to be torn about a relationship, about a connection, and or you cause them to be indecisive about a partnership. Maybe they were going to choose something or say something that was going to cause them to be unstable or miss some type of chance. But they took the chance or the steps to guard themselves or adapt somehow, some way. So they still became very practical and or they had some type of new start that they could nurture. It didn't really affect them. It's like you were intentionally trying to, it's like a boss intentionally trying to drive you out of your job or a lease manager intentionally trying to drive you out of your apartment. It's like, okay, fine, sure, I'm going to leave. I'm fine. It just is what it is. But then you have a new start or you have something that's even more comforting or something that you can adapt to just fine. So it's like, okay, all of this guilt and all this uncertainty, all this regret, it was for nothing. You really just needed to wait. But maybe you're very impulsive or you're a perfectionist on how you like to get through conflicts so that way you can support your kids or your family to know that everything is going to be okay. But you like, I don't really have anybody that I can talk to or I know that's going to give me some type of definite information. So maybe you became bored or complacent. There are also people around you that want to date you. But maybe you're still looking at someone that kind of heartbroke you or got you in a situation where you feel like it's kind of fucked up. You want some type of vindication for it. There may be a message from one of these people and they may decide like, okay, I want to work with you or I want to grow something, but you already know that this is toxic or they're working with someone out of an obsession, right? So if you know someone that's in your community or they're doing something, it's like you could like, okay, I want to work with you because I have some type of fixation on building a community or I have some type of clarity and I want to support you or they're saying this to you. Somebody wants to definitely move forward when it comes to building something grounded when it comes to you how you're able to move or get something to work. They want to stabilize. What's the outcome when it comes to, if this is business, this definitely could be business. I feel like somebody's going to work to accomplish some type of milestone, but it may not actually get there. And then there may be a major ending. So somebody's going to have to walk away from something that they once felt achieved doing. So don't do it. Don't agree to anybody, decide whatever anybody else is doing. Say no. You also could have a major interruption. I don't know if it's like family pop up, family call you. Maybe somebody in your family needs you. There could be some type of travel. It's like, sure, I'm tired, but sure, something completely throws you off track. What's going on for Gemini? You realize you have a lot of power. You have a lot of influence. So continue to feed into this skill and feed this creativity. Again, just make sure you're doing so with an honest, independent mindset. Continue to be funny, though, intelligent. See how this or where this leads you. There could be some type of decision. Maybe you're trying to hold back from being toxic. There's some type of communication. It's like, okay, I'm trying to be as supportive as I can. This could be related to a child or just related to someone or some type of passion that you have. Or something that's online. Maybe you feel like you're trying to hold back on communicating or block something that you feel like is obsessive. Even if it's the truth or even if it provides clarity, it's like it supports some type of toxic addiction or it supports some type of mental exhaustion. Maybe you feel like you also need to save, but you could be fixated on something that you really want or some type of support or something that you need to pay for. This is kind of have you in some type of mental exhaustion as well. I'm really trying to get my kid into this school. I'm really trying to get something to go in my favor. You feel like this would make you feel very successful, but at the same time, you're like emotionally depleted, essentially. Maybe the child's father or somebody that's around them, a brother, a sibling, an uncle, or grandpa, or whatever, they may come through and provide some type of emotional security, or they may provide some type of finances or something that relieves you of this. So you don't have to do everything alone, even if you feel like you're isolated from time to time, especially financially. Maybe you feel like, oh, I've reached a certain status financially. I have some type of opportunity or I can pay for certain things, so I try not to ask other people. You try to hold it all into yourself. All right, what else is going on for Gemini? You have some type of success, so congratulations. It seems like you also recognize that somebody could be pregnant. You also could be feeling like there's somebody around you. They could be nurturing your child, even if this is not like a stepmom or a girlfriend. This could be like a daycare or whatever the case may be. They're trying to grow some type of like communication with your child. Maybe your child is being a little rebellious. You're trying to be flexible to this because it's like, okay, well, we are going through some type of change with our home, or there's some type of stability or milestone or whatever. Maybe you feel like this person is a little burnt out. So you're trying to give your child the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, you could be disappointed because you feel like they made a lot of progress, or you're disappointed because you feel like they were patient or charming at one point in time, and now you're kind of uncertain of like why their emotions kind of tweaked. But I feel like this is just a challenge you can work through. All right. What else is going on for Gemini? That's not a child. This could be a relationship that you're in, and it's like, I don't want to say the relationship is childish. It's just not where you thought it was going to be at this point. You could be having some type of blind faith right now, or you need it. You will have some type of freedom from some type of attachment that has you triggered right now. Something is highlighting your inner child wound. Maybe you want to run from it. You want to just be completely done from a situation, but just allow yourself to work through it. You could also be trying to figure out if you should go on a vacation right now. Maybe you're like, somebody wants to get to know you, but this person could be a clown, so be careful when it comes to this. Somebody want to clown you for who you are. Somebody want to clown you for what you do or whatever the case may be, but they like the chase or the run dynamic. Absolutely not. It's going to repeat some type of pattern. Who is this for Gemini? Maybe they want you to come travel to see them, or y'all don't live close together. Absolutely not. The initial first, middle, or last is in Sam. F is in Frank. K is in Kite. A Pisces you already know is no good. A Cancer, or the initial